Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Movie League. Today we are going to review the highly anticipated Veronica, which dropped on Netflix not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise release.
Yes, it was.
I read about it on social media, came out. The scariest movie ever. Yeah,
for some reason I heard that people had died after watching it, so I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it got way overplayed.
Yeah. I think the, like you said, social media blew it up. I got so excited to see it.
Yeah.
But I actually liked it.
Yeah, look, it wasn't a bad movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think I came with the assumption that it was going to be so scary that I would have to turn it off. And being
a lot of people did, apparently.
Being a horror fan, I kind of felt like, no, this is like watching Sesame Street.
Oh, whoa.
No, okay, it's not that
weird
extreme.
Comparison.
But it wasn't that scary. Like, I mean, it had been done 1,000 times before.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything relatively new.
Oh, I disagree.
Yeah, well,
I do. I don't know, I was pleasantly surprised. Even though, you know how normally when you go and you hear about a movie and you hear that's going to be really awesome and then you get let down?
Yep.
This one had such a big hype about it and it was like, oh, it's the scariest movie ever. And I was kind of expecting it to be scary. But then I was surprised that it was actually just a really bloody well done film.
Oh, look, it was well shot.
Yeah.
Like, everything, like, technically was well done.
The story was pretty good. Like, you know, the acting was phenomenal.
Oh, the acting was good. Like, the little kids, like, the little sisters.
The little
they
brother.
Were amazing. And, well, the brother, I don't know if he was kind of acting. I think he was just
being a little kid.
Being a little kid. But the younger sisters, they were amazing.
Yeah, they were fun.
Older sister, fantastic.
So good. Yeah.
Just really captured that kind of family dynamic between them.
Yeah.
Especially with an absent mother.
Yes.
But yeah, I thought it worked. All of the aspects that went together to make the film work really well.
They did.
It wasn't
as scary as you thought.
It wasn't a scary film.
Alright, well, shall we start with what it is about?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, basically, it is based on a true story.
Very loosely.
Very loosely. Very loosely. So basically what happens is Veronica loses her father and they... Long story short, they do a Ouija board at class one day when there's a solar eclipse.
Yep.
And they do it at the time because that's apparently when it opens the gates.
So they're doing they just happen to be doing a class in school that day, and they're talking about how the eclipse, they used to do it in the olden times and sacrifice people, and that would unleash evil spirits.
Yeah.
So blood sacrifices is definitely linked to the Ouija board when they perform the seance.
Yes.
And she cuts her finger. Yes.
So basically they're doing it originally to speak to the dead boyfriend of one of her friends.
Yep.
But she brings a photo of her dad, so she's trying to contact him as well, I guess.
Yep.
And then you just see things kind of go wrong. She kind of gets possessed for a little bit.
Yeah, she does the whole wide mouth open.
Yeah, that's something we've seen before.
Yeah.
And then she just wakes up in the nurse's office and it's like nothing's ever happened. And she's all good. She's like, what? That was, weird.
Yeah, I don't know if it was picked up by anyone, or I've talked to you about it, but like in the nurse's office, they made a mention about her not having her period yet.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of weird. I'm like, are they going to call back to this later on?
Well, they kind of do. They kind of did.
They do, yeah. It does come up again.
Yeah, they kind of do. But they're like, oh, maybe it's just that you're getting that, calm down,
Yeah, I just thought, like, it seemed oddly...
placed,
Or it was, like, oddly emphasised. Like, it was going to be brought back up again. I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of getting a bit weird.
Yeah. But yeah, so after that, the next day, you kind of see her go about her day, picks up her little sisters and her brother, swings by her mum's restaurant, and then gets dinner, goes home. And that's the part with the meatball where she's like trying to eat and she can't.
Oh yeah, so that really creepy part. I don't know if it's creepy. It's like she's having a mid-seizure with a meatball.
Yeah, like she can't eat it, and then the kids are like, what? And then they kind of just laugh at her, and then they get really scared.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she starts to exhibit some strange behaviour, and then the story kind of progresses and builds quite
I think it builds really well. Like you do get to see some kind of odd things happening in the background, and the scene kind of all falls in a heap when she goes to bed one night and these hands pop out of them.
Yeah, she starts having really strange dreams.
I mean, I just thought Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
like straight away,
true.
it was like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But like before that, it like the build up was actually really good. Like it felt like the sound design as well. Like the movie starts with kids screaming, which is always
from the end scene.
Yeah, which is always unsettling.
Yeah.
And then kind of like the sound is really important. I kind of felt like if you watch this movie without the sound, it wouldn't be anywhere near scary. But that's important for any horror movie.
Yeah, of course.
And we've got a little cameo in the background.
Maybe she'll see a ghost.
Hey guys, that's Luna, by the way. It's not a ghost.
Yeah, no. So basically, obviously, she doesn't obviously get any of the spirits that they were trying to contact. They get something a bit more malicious.
Yep.
And then personally, the scene that I actually got a little bit like. For me, scary movies are ones that you think about after. You know, the ones that shock you at the time, it's like, I'll get over it. But the ones that stick with you, and that moment where you see her dad walking from the corner and he's just whispering her name, that stuck with me.
And the part that is like, seeing your dad naked would scare you to death.
Yeah, and that I was like, oh, that's kind of creepy. Also, because he's naked. Yeah. But then it turns into obviously that creature thing.
And that's a bed scene, I think. That's the part where she falls.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's like
scarecrow hands.
Ooh. Yeah, so that was the scene that for me stood out, and I was like, this is legit.
Yeah, but I think for me that scene kind of brought it down to every other horror movie out there.
Do you reckon?
I think so. I think there were some interesting bits in it that were kind of like the sound design was awesome.
Yeah.
And the part with the beds where she's flipping up the beds.
I was literally just thinking about that.
And you can see like it's mold or a stain or like it's been like the spirit's been sleeping.
In the shape of the creature that's haunting her.
That's been sleeping with the family.
Yeah.
That was unique. That was something I thought, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's done very, very well.
But then the rest of it kind of followed a pretty, general kind of horror movie.
It's one of those things where I've said this so many times, where sometimes less is more. Yeah. Like that's a problem that I kind of had with the Insidious films, that like you just see everything.
Yeah.
Where I didn't get scared of that, because sometimes it's like letting your mind think about what it could be is more scary and more menacing.
You'll scare yourself.
Exactly. So that's where I think this film kind of like had that little sigh of relief, because it's like, you can see it, you know.
It's just like a
big slender man
walking around the house.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I was like, okay, like, it's not real.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but the other thing that I thought worth mentioning was the little boy. He was
a standout for you. He killed his sister.
Pretty much.
So we're like in the end scene where they're trying to ban it or say goodbye to the demon.
They're trying to not let it in.
They got interrupted when they were doing the seance originally. And she gives her brother the book with the little symbol that he has to draw to. It's like a protection symbol.
Yeah.
And he flips over the pages and does like an invocation.
Yeah, so he lets it in.
So, yeah, I didn't like him that much.
Oh, but he's a little kid. He's like
he's all right.
3. But yeah, she definitely shouldn't have.
He was the least qualified person to do that.
Maybe he's very qualified in drawing on walls. So.
Well, maybe.
But yeah, that was just bad life decision.
Correct.
But yeah, I also then got really intrigued and looked up the backstory of this film.
Yep, so did I. I'm like, what was inspired by this, and how can this be the scariest movie ever? Which it wasn't. But
yeah, the story, like the actual true story, is that they did the Ouija board, but it wasn't even anything to do with her dad. So her dad was still alive. So they were trying to contact the friend's dead boyfriend, which is true. Like, they stuck to that in the film.
Yeah.
And then I think they said multiple witnesses noticed smoke going into her mouth and her nose, and that was something weird. Like the teachers found them. Yeah. Teachers found them, and then they all said that something weird was happening.
Smoking.
Yeah, probably. That nun. She's just in the corner, like.
She was like lighting up 2 cigarettes.
Yeah, it was amazing. That was like, oh, damn.
The blind nun. If you guys will watch it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for the blind nun. She was awesome.
Yeah, she was like, I'm so crippled and little, but I know. I'm badass. Yeah. But yeah, no, so the true story, after that, for 6 months, she started having hallucinations, seizures, like it was just all very unnatural behaviour. And then she did actually die, and they
in the hospital.
had and they had no idea why.
They call it the Veronica's case, isn't it? I think that's the
actual
where they were living. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so basically they had no idea why she died, and then apparently for months after that, the family reported like that the house was haunted. Like doors would shut by themselves. Her picture like burst into flames, which I don't know if that part's like properly real.
That happened in the movie, so maybe it's not real.
But it said it in the documentary. Like there's a documentary about the family.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've watched that. I've seen it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I like when they try. Like obviously they're going to twist things for a film.
Yeah.
But I like when they try and like they get inspired by something that's real.
Well, I think because Paco Plaza, the guy who directed it, or came up with this, or put the story together, who did Wreck.
Yes.
So Wreck 1 was a zombie movie, but then the second one was about possession and demons.
Just changed it.
Yeah, so like changed it up.
Yeah.
So this is not new to him, I think.
Yeah.
But look, I probably rate his Wreck movies as being probably unique horror movies. This one, not so much. Because it's been done before.
I still think it was a little bit different.
I mean, it was done to a higher standard, technically, definitely.
Yeah.
To a definitely a higher standard.
That's what I think
it's not about cheap scares and
no
jump shots or jump moments.
No,
this one's done a lot more classy.
Yeah.
That's a better way to describe it.
Yeah, very subtle.
But that being said, the story, it's been done before.
Yeah, I guess so, like Ouija board.
Possessed. Seances. And
yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
In saying that, what would you rate this film?
I'm probably going to give it a 6.
Ooh. Not as high as I thought it would be.
Well, I got excited to see something that was supposed to be the scariest movie. I guess I can blame social media for that.
Yeah, never ever trust what you read on social media.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Well, some things.
We're on social media.
I know, that's why I was like, some things.
Anyway,
maybe.
Forget that part, guys.
I would probably rate this one an 8.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
I really liked it. Yeah,
right.
I really liked it. I don't know if it's because I like the director and because I loved Wreck.
Yeah.
I think I just very much enjoy his style of film. So yeah, I gave it an 8. Give it an 8. Yes. Cool. 8, mate.
8, mate. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it for Veronica, but if you haven't seen it yet, definitely go and watch it. And let us know what you think. The scariest movie ever. Let us know if you think that's true. If you'd like to follow us as well, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter now.
Yeah, posted our first.
Shout out. Send us a message. Let us know what you think.
Yes.
But apart from that, have a great weekend, guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.